Mitrom and Bandhuvam, this is J. Reddy from South Asia Maps, Intellectual Kshatriya channel, education channel. We are continuing our fascinating journey on the concept called Partition of India, Balkanization of India, Vivisection of India, Ulsterization of India, our motherland Bharat, by the demand and street rioting of Islam. Saiful Islam, Talwar-e-Islams, Ghazis and Jihadis, 1940s, which was facilitated by the British. British didn't partition India, Islam partitioned India. I already talked on various aspects during the past 21 presentations. This is the 22nd one. Inching towards partition, Balkanization of India. Why this is very important? Because all these things will give you an intellectual muscle and make you a thinker that why partition happened, how it happened, why we were not told by that fact, how today that events ideology still survive in Bharat, the evangelization of Bharat, attack in street riot by Islamic gangsterism, all are leftovers. So understanding a partition of Bharat is very important. That is not a one-time event. Lot of ideologies under the ground are working towards Balkanization of Bharat. In this part, I will talk about there were 11 British provinces before British left India in 1940s. In 1937, elections were conducted and they got a government called 1938 premiers. Actually 1937, but I made it 1938. 11 British provinces got 11 premiers. That was the designation in the Commonwealth Constitution. They are not called prime ministers. Federal government, central government head is called prime minister. Later, interim prime minister was Nehru. There were 11 premiers, equivalent to modern chief ministers. Chief ministers, premiers, 11. And we will talk about that. Before we talk about that, this is our Intellectual Kshatriya channel. Please go and look at it. YouTube channel South Asia Maps J. Reddy, bringing South Asian heritage to you in the form of icons and maps. I have already posted 150 presentations meticulously made with meticulous maps for you, and you can look at them. And if you like the content, please subscribe. Go to the main channel. If you're looking the presentation at Share Chart, please go there and subscribe. And I organized these 150 presentations into nearly 24 playlists. These are the playlists. We are looking at the playlist there. And varied topics, regions I have covered. This particular topic presentation, partition, I will be putting in the playlist called Partition of India 1947. You can see there are already 24 or so presentations there. That is about the today's topic, Partition of India, 11 British time premiers. This map gives the overall intellectual context and geographical context. Excuse me. During the final stages of British Raj in India, there were 11 major provinces. Major, I said. There are minor, like Baluchistan was minor, Coorg was minor, Ajmer was minor, because this was ruled or governed by commissioners, whereas the provinces were governed or controlled by a governor who was reporting to the Viceroy, Crown's representative. Those 11 here briefly are in the western side, northwest frontier province, that is Sarihad Suba, Sarhad means a Persian word for frontier. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, British Punjab, then Sindh. These are the three Momin majority, Muslim majority provinces. Then Heartland province in the Indo-Gangetic plains, Ganga, Sindhu, Maidan. United provinces of Awadh and Agra. Simply United province, later Uttar Pradesh. So we have 3 and 4. Remaining 4 are very easy to remember. They are Bengal presidency children, we can say descendants. That is Bengal itself, Bihar, that has Vanachal, that is Jharkhand region at that time, Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, that is essentially Cuttack region, Utkal or Kalinga, and Assam. So Bengal, Assam, Bihar, and Orissa. We have 4 here, there are 4 here, 8, and the remaining 3 are peninsular provinces, Subhas. Bombay Presidency or Bombay Province, Madras Presidency, Madras Province, and Central Provinces and Berar. It also Berar region that belongs to Nizam. Berar means essentially Buldana, Akola, Amravati, Yavatmal, Woni, Pusar, those regions. So we have covered the 11 provinces. The historical context here is 1935 Government of India Act was formed, passed by the British Parliament during Lord Irwin's time, and later succeeded by Linlithgow, then Wavell, finally Mountbatten. And elections were conducted as per that particular act. Results were declared 37 February, provincial poll results. Again, the elections were conducted in 46, results declared in February. Actually conducted in 36 December, 37 February, 1936-37. Here 1945 December, 1946 January, results declared in February. We are concerning about only first part. I will talk about the second part, 42nd election, second premiers. Then provincial German invasion of 1930 World War, European War started, called World War. And then as a result of protest, Congress ministries resigned in 39, October 22. Then the Germany invaded Russia. Japan attacked United States, Pearl Harbor attack. 42, Quit India movement, Linlithgow government, and Hitler died. 45, cabinet mission, Wavell plan, and all those things I will not cover here. So we will talk about those premiers. Assam, when the results declared, Congress declined in the initial months, didn't take the ministry, so most of the governments were headed by the independent parties or Muslim leaguers. So Assam, Muslim leaguers Sir Syed Muhammad Saadulla formed the government, premier, later replaced by Congress leader Gopinath Bordoloi. When Bordoloi ministry resigned 39 October, Saadulla again became the premier. Assam, Saadulla, Gopinath, Bordoloi. Then Bengal, independent political party called Krushik Shramik Party, Farmers Party essentially, led by Fazlul Huq. Maulana Fazlul Huq, A.K.Fazlul Huq, became the premier, and when he lost majority later, replaced by Muslim League premier Khawaja Nazimuddin. So Fazlul Huq, Nazimuddin, Saadulla, Gopinath, Bordoloi. In Orissa region or Cuttack region or Mughal Bandi or Utkal region, first prime minister was premier Chandra Gajapati, Krishna Chandra Gajapati, Raja of Parla Committee. He resigned when Congress decided to form the ministry headed by Bishwanath Das. Here I indicated wrongly Harekrushna Mahatab, who formed the ministry in 1946 election. So that's why I put a X mark next to him. So it is Krishna Chandra Gajapati Bishwanath, that is in the Utkal area. Again in the Bihar, same story. Congress didn't form the ministry in the beginning. Muhammad Yunus formed the ministry in Bihar, later replaced by Srikrishna Sinha, Congress leader, who resigned when Congress quit the office protesting the Governor Linlithgow dragging India on the side of Axis power allies in the European War II. That is about Bihar. Muhammad Yunus, Srikrishna. Uttar Pradesh again, Nawab of Chhatari, prominent Musalman noble, formed the ministry for a couple of months, later replaced by Gobind Ballabh Pant, called G.B. Pant, a stalwart prominent Congress leader from the Kumon Garhwal region, that is in the mountain region north of Tharai, that is now in the Uttaranchal region in the Nainital district area, that is G.B. Pant. In Madras presidency, Chakravarti Rajagopalachari from Salem region, Baramahal district, north of river Kaveri, formed the Congress ministry, C.Rajagopalachari. Then in Bombay presidency or province, B.G. Kher, Bal Gangadhar Kher formed the Congress ministry. B.G. Kher, Bal Gangadhar Kher. In the central provinces, Berar, N.B. Khare. So there is spelling is similar, but they are different leaders. B.G. Kher and Narayan Bhaskar Khare. Narayan Bhaskar Khare in the central provinces and Berar formed the ministry. And he got a difference of opinion with the Congress leadership, later forced to resign and replaced by Ravi Shankar Shukla. R.S. Shukla, the father of Vidyacharan Shukla, Samcharan Shukla, were very prominent congressmen, leaders, even the chief ministers after partition independence. Ravi Shankar Shukla, Narayan Bhaskar Khare. Coming to Muslim majority, Mumin majority provinces, this is the Darul Islam. Muslim proselytes, Muslim converts lived here. In the Sarihad Suba, northwest frontier province, Sahibzada Abdul Qayyum Khan formed the ministry, later replaced by Khan Abdul Jabbar Khan. Khan Abdul Jabbar Khan is a doctor by profession. He is also called Khan Sahib, Dr. Khan Sahib. He was brother of Frontier Gandhi, that is Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan's brother, Khan Sahib or Khan Abdul Jafar Khan formed the Congress ministry later. When the Congress ministries resigned, the ministry formed by the Muslim leader Aurangzeb Khan, that is in the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, northwest frontier province, Sarihad Suba. Punjab province, there cannot be any Pakistan without Punjab. This is the Muslim, slightly Muslim majority province, Punjab. First ministry was formed by Unionist Party. It was not a Muslim leader. He was loosely associated with the Jinnah, a sort of fence sitter to see if the British decided to transfer power in this region to Jinnah, he wanted to be on the right side. And he didn't antagonize Congress either. So they have their own party. Unionist Party representing farmers, farming interest, rich landlords, Jamindar, so on. Choturam from Haryana was the leader. Mazita, Sundar Singh Mazita, and all those were the Sikh leaders, and Musalman leaders were Sikandar Hyad.Khan, Unionist Party, a party represented all Muslims, Sikhs and Hindus in Punjab. He formed the ministry. Sikandar Hyad.Khan, he passed away in December 1942. That means after Quit India movement few months. Replaced by Khizar Hayat.Khan.Tiwana. So Sikandar Hyad.Khan, later Khizar Hayat.Khan. In the Sindh province in southern part, Ghulam Muhammad Hidayat Ullah, Muslim leader, formed the ministry. Later he lost the majority and ministry was formed by Allah Bux Soomro, United Party, who was opposed to the Muslim League. He was a pro-Congress, but he was not a congressman. And he was dismissed because he was sympathetic to Quit India movement. He supported it. Sindh governor dismissed him. Again, Hidayat Ullah formed the ministry, a Muslim leader. So we can see some of these leaders' pictures so that you will get a better idea. C.Rajagopalachari, the premier of Madras province or Madras presidency from Salem, and Bal Gangadhar Kher, the premier of Bombay presidency, Bombay province, B.Z. Kher, and the premier of Bengal, Fazlul Huq, Maulvi Fazlul Huq, Krishik Praja Party, Maulvi Fazlul Huq, later replaced by Sir Khawaja Nazimuddin, Muslim League, 19. And he is from Krishik Praja Party, KPP, Fazlul Huq. United Provinces, that is the UP, Gobind Ballabh Pant, who succeeded Nawab of Chhatari. Nawab of Chhatari was also later become the premier Diwan of Nizam. He was a moderating influence and he was kicked out by Razakar leader Qasim Razvi. That eventually led to Operation Polo. I talked about it extensively. You can look at it in the Deccan or Nizam Hyderabad playlist. Of course in Punjab, here Sir Sikandar Hyad.Khan, who passed away normal natural death in 1942. In Bihar, Muhammad Yunus replaced by Srikrishna Sinha, the Congress ministry. And in case of central provinces, first minister was found by Narayan Bhaskar Khare. Later he was forced to quit it, differences with the central Congress leadership, replaced by Ravi Shankar Shukla. In Assam, the first government was formed by Muhammad Saadulla, Muslim League, later replaced by the Gopinath Bordoloi. Gopinath Bordoloi. In the northwest frontier province, first ministry was formed by Sahibzada Abdul Qayyum, later ministry was formed by Khan Sahib Jabbar Khan, half brother of frontier Gandhi, Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan. First ministry was formed by Srikrishna Chandra Gajapati Raja Parla Kimidi, later replaced by Vishwanath Das, the Congress man. Here they have shown Harekrushna Mahatab, but he was 1946, not in the first elections. In the Sindh, the government formed by G.M. Hidayat Ullah. Here the All India Muslim League lead Jinnah with Hidayat Ullah. Those are some of the prominent leaders, and you can look at in the Wikipedia, of course, 1937 Indian provincial elections. At that time, the prominent leaders of the Congress party was Indian National Congress Pandit Nehru, All India Muslim League Jinnah, and Unionist party leader Sir Sikandar Hyad.Khan, who became the premier of Punjab later. These are the 11 provinces. I talked about the expanded little bit here. So these are the Muslim majority provinces. Frontier province, Punjab province, and Sindh. 3 here, Bengal, Muslim majority province, and these 4 here with United province, and Bengal related, that's Bihar, Bengal, Assam, and Orissa, Utkal. Then the peninsular provinces, Madras, Bombay, and central provinces. Here I am showing a very important leader, Sir Sikandar Hyad.Khan, leader of Unionist party that represented all the communities, Sikhs and Hindus and Muslims in Punjab province. He passed away 1942 December, that means 5 or 6 months after Quit India movement, which led to split India actually, later replaced by Khizar Hayat.Khan.Tiwana from Shahpur district, that is the Potwar Plain, northwest region of British Punjab. Sir Sikandar Hyad.Khan here with Allama Iqbal, a prominent Islamic proselyte who mooted the idea of Pakistan formation, Jinnah and Allama Iqbal, Sir Sikandar Hyad.Khan, and British Punjab. That's the presentation today. Mitroman Bandhu, this is your presenter Reddy. We discussed about 1935 Act, 1937 February elections, 11 British provinces, 11 premiers, 11 chief ministers, about the final stage of British Raj, British conquistador rule India, eventual partition of Bharat, establishment of Islamic imperialism, and four subhas of India. The extensive ideological work of this was done by Voice of India think tank, Mahayogi Sri Ram Swarup and Mahadrishta Sitaram Goyalji, and Mahagnanis Dr. Koinrad Elst. I talked elsewhere. Thank you very much joining me in this series Partition of India, Part 22, 1938 premieres. See you later in the other presentation.